Okay, so we come to my review to, well, can't see it because it's in the one case, but The Lost World Jurassic Park, the sequel to Jurassic Park, which is my all-time favourite of the trilogy of Jurassic Park. Yes, I do love the first one. Takes me back to when I was a little kid. The sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park, is my favourite. My favourite out of the three of them. The third one I can't remember because I haven't seen it for so long. But yeah, the second one, I really love how it's kind of like the original Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, well, in the movie, obviously. I do like how it's kind of like The Lost World. You know, a bunch of people go onto an island and there's dinosaurs there, and at the end, the bloody dinosaur runs loose through the city. That was, it was interesting. But The Lost World Jurassic Park follows the character, continues on with the character Dr. Malcolm, who's played by Jeff Goldblum again, which was good. And he was just all like, "Oh, I think I'm the rock star." In the first one, he was like, "Look at me, I'm so cool, I'm so high intelligent." How do you go from being like, "Look at me, I'm so cool," to the leader, the serious leader? It's because he went through a lot of shit in the first one, nearly got killed by a T-Rex. That would fucking ground you, man. That would fuck your mind up. Really show that you need to stop being such a bloody dickhead and get back to Earth. So it starts off on another island called Isla Sorna. Totally different island than the first one. There's like a British family there who stumbled across it, so they thought they would set sail and have a bit of a picnic on the beach. Well, their little girl, who played Steven Seagal's daughter in The Patriot, and I'm not talking about the Mel Gibson's Patriot, I'm talking about the Patriot that came before that Patriot, the one that's up the country town and the virus spreading. Anyway, that little girl goes wandering around. I can't remember the name of those little tiny dinosaurs, and she just offered roast beef stuff to the little dinosaur, and then all of them started swarming around her. And basically, she got injured. She was okay though, which was good, because if she was killed, then that's probably wouldn't have liked that, man. And so we go from that to Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Malcolm. He goes to visit John Hammond in his mansion, and his mansion looks freaking freaky. He bumps into the two kids, Tim and Lex, which was pretty cool. We got to see two characters from the first one again, other than Malcolm and Hammond, even though Hammond is not in it for that long. He's only in it for like 10 minutes. Turns out that that island where that British family stumbled across is where people who were running the park in the first one, they created the dinosaurs and they bred them. Bred them and nursed them in a way. They kept them on this other island first, and then once they've grown, they will transport them to the park. So we're talking about lots of dinosaurs, no gates, no fences, no nothing. Run wild, like in the natural habitats. So he's sending people down there to study them in a way, and he wants Malcolm to be one of them. It turns out one of them is his girlfriend, Malcolm's girlfriend, played by, what's her name, Julianne Moore. Well, she was in Assassins, great movie, Sylvester Stallone movie. She was in the remake of Carrie, which is a piece of shit. I think she was in the remake of Psycho, which is a piece of shit. Well, it's funny, you have what's his name? Pretty sure it was Vince Vaughn in this film, who was also in the remake of Psycho, which he was playing Norman Bates. Pretty sure it was Vince Vaughn. So she was already down there. She was already down in the... Her name's Sarah, by the way. She's already down on the island, and Malcolm didn't want to go at first, but then pretty much he's going now just to get his girlfriend out. And his daughter is sneaks into the bloody trucks and all that. They don't realise that she's in there until they get to the island, because she's burnt a fire because she's making dinner for them. But, you know, then they're on the island. Vince Vaughn is one of the characters in it. I didn't catch his name in the film, but I like Vince Vaughn. He's a really good actor. Bloody hell, man! You know, looking at him in this, he's really young back in this film. So there was another bloody team that's coming in to the island. Now these guys are only coming in here because they're trying to gather up a whole bunch of dinosaurs and take them back to civilization, because there was another park type thing, zoo in San Diego, that Hammond was already working on, but he abandoned it for the island in the first one, to make the park on the island. I guess because he was worried that maybe if they create dinosaurs in the city, then, you know, it might go loose. I'm guessing that was what was going on. Now, one of the guys in this team, I can't remember his name, but he was in the town. He was in Inception. He passed away recently. I thought it was a few years back. He was a bald-headed guy. I can't remember his bloody name. I wish I knew his fucking name. He was also one of the cops in Split Second with Rick Howell. I can't remember his fucking name. Oh god. Yeah, he's not even on the cover. Sucks. I can't remember his fucking name. But yeah, that actor, if you guys know who I'm talking about, he's in it. So then pretty much the guys go down there, like Vince Vaughn, they go in there trying to unlock all the cages where the dinosaurs have been locked in. And the dinosaurs just fucking go running loose, man, all over the place. Bloody hell, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And they also had, trapped one of the baby Tyrannosauruses, so the baby could start crying out, because that was the only way to lure the big T-Rex in. So Vince Vaughn notices it there, takes it back to the bloody van thing, or truck. I think it was a van, to try to fix it up, like medical it, like fix its leg and all that. And of course that distracts the bloody T-Rex, both the mother and the father Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and yeah, it doesn't end up that bloody good. You know, the daughter, Malcolm's daughter, is bloody spooked, so then she wants to go somewhere else. Bloody Malcolm notices that the freaking T-Rexes are coming. He tried to call the guys up in the fucking van, they wouldn't bloody answer, so he goes down there, try to find out what the fuck was going on. T-Rexes come, obviously, and then they give the baby T-Rex back, and then what happens? The T-Rexes aren't satisfied. What they do, they bloody knock the fucking van over, push it off the cliff. One of the other guys who was in the team with Malcolm and all that comes to try to save them. The bloody T-Rex just rip him in half, man. Bloody hell. For a PG film, you see someone get bloody ripped apart. It's meant to be family films as well. Yes, I know, like I said last night, the cover looks... It does say M, but the first two are PG, the last one's M, so that's why they put M there anyway, which is bullshit. Should just... But yeah, you wouldn't want 3 ratings and 1 cover. But, yeah, the bloody van just goes fucking tumbling down, falling into the river. And as it's falling down, you can hear it coming through the rear speakers. It's bloody crazy. So then eventually they meet the other bloody team, and then, you know, having a bit of a fight with each other at the beginning, but then they need to team up. They need to get to a, I can't remember what it was now, but it was some other building that was on the island. And they need to get to this radio. Sitting on something. They need to get to this radio so they can call out, so they can make a... They need to communicate with someone to get someone to come and rescue them. Rescue call or something. Along the way, a few more deaths, and, you know, eventually we come up to the bit when bloody, because in this other team that came on the island, there's fucking heaps of them. So they're all teamed up together now, they all go running through the long grass, and you know what the long grass is. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm about to say. The fucking velociraptors bloody come dragging. They pull them into the grass. They kill their asses. What's really cool, you see the guys running on the grass. You got a helicopter view. You're seeing on it from a helicopter view, and then the guys are running. You can see them, and then you can see the bloody raptors coming towards them. And it's fucking great, man. It's just insane. Eventually, Vince Vaughn gets to the radio, makes the call. Then you have Julianne Moore and Jeff Goldblum and his daughter. They get to this bloody abandoned building or something, or whatever it bloody was. Then they get bloody caught up with the raptors, and then, you know, eventually raptors get killed. Yeah, they get killed, I think. Oh, I can't remember already. That's sad. Pretty much, the rescue team comes, gets them, takes them back to San Diego, and the fucking asshole is still on the island. I've put a T-Rex in a cage type thing, and the little baby T-Rex, because I'm going to take it back to the city. So what happens? The T-Rex gets loose at the end, towards the end. And it's pretty cool, man, like, you know. Whoa, what year was this one done in? Give me a sec, folks. I'm having a look here. 1997, a year before the American Godzilla. So having the T-Rex running around a city was kind of like, oh, Godzilla's going to be coming out in a year's time. And you even get a moment there when you've got these Japanese men running away from the T-Rex, just looking at him like, I left Japan to get away from all this nonsense. It's pretty cool, man. Like, so then eventually Malcolm, or Dr. Malcolm and Sarah, they get the baby T-Rex from that zoo thing that Hammond was working on, grab the bloody baby T-Rex, and then try to lure the father or the mother T-Rex, I can't remember which one it was, to that boat again, because I won't explain it all. I'm going to let you go and see it for yourself. But pretty much, you know, the T-Rex gets trampolized again back into the boat with the baby, and then they return to the island. This may not seem like it's a full review, but you know what? I'm not that type of person that just spoils everything. I go bit to bit to bit to bit to bit. That's what I'm like. I go from bit, go to another bit, say another bit, talk about another bit. That's it. But yeah, like I said, I do love The Lost World Jurassic Park. It's my favourite of them all. But yeah, you know, there's been so many movies of The Lost World, man. The main three that I know that were based on the novels was the old 1928 or 25. One of them. The old 1920s Lost World, silent one. I saw that a lot when I was a kid. Then there's the 90s version with Patrick Bergin in it. Which, seriously, man, saw that for the first time 6 years ago. Being a 12-year-old, seeing it, I was like, what the fuck? I hated it. I hated it to death. And that was a day before I watched Carnosaur for the second time. Bloody hell, those two movies take me back. And then there's the 2002. Can't remember what it was, but it was another bloody it was like another remake with Bob Hoskins in it. Was that his name? He passed away recently, which is quite sad. Another good actor. But yeah, no Sam Neill in this one because he's in the third one, which was quite cool. I mean, like you get Jeff Goldblum coming in for the one sequel, and then you get Sam Neill coming in for the one sequel. But what I remember rightly, I remember not really liking the third one as much as the first two. That's the thing with the Carnosaur films. Number 1 is the best. Number 2 is great. Number 3 is also good as well. All three of the Carnosaur films are as good as each other. Now, you may disagree with me, but it's your choice. There are many people out there who love the Carnosaur films. There are many people out there who like the Carnosaur films. And there are many people out there who hate the Carnosaur films. Or dislike them. Every movie has its lovers, its haters, and its likers. And its dislikers. You know? Every movie has that. But yeah, once again, the sound was good on this Blu-ray. The bass, it wasn't as bassy as the first one. Oh my god, first one was bloody insane. There were still bassy moments, but not as bassy. But I do like The Lost World Jurassic Park. Great sequel. I'd recommend it to anybody, you know. It's a good movie. Great one. What more can I say? I don't know what else to say about it. So I might as well just end this review before I just start rambling on. Blah, 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 which I'm sure you all fucking hate. So, stay tuned for my Jurassic Park 3 review. And catch you guys soon. Later, folks.